2022 is coming to an end, so it's time to evaluate. Here are 6 questions I ask myself every December to make the next year the best one yet. Number 1. What went right? Too often do we start with the negatives, with the failures, with the mistakes, and I don't think this is a good way to go about it. Instead, focus on what went right, on your successes, on your strengths, because it's way more effective to play your strengths than eliminate all your weaknesses. So analyze what went right and pinpoint the exact things you should double down on next year. Number 2, what didn't? Focusing on the positives doesn't mean that we should leave out all the slip-ups and mistakes whatsoever. It is important to understand what went wrong in order to prevent that from happening in the future. Maybe there is an area in your life that you neglected this year and know you shouldn't, or maybe there is something that you know you should have done but didn't. These are the questions you should be asking yourself. And notice how I'm focusing not on failed attempts, but rather on unfulfilled potential. The former will have a question on its own. Number 3. Where did my time go? Time is not money, okay? Time is literally your life. It's the most valuable asset that you have, and yet it is not renewable. So you should really be cautious with how you spend it. What did you do too little of this year? And maybe there is something that you went overboard with. There might be some things that you hit just the sweet spot with. Understanding how you spent your time this year will help you manage it better next year. Number 4. What lessons did I learn this year? Remember when I told you there will be a special question just for failures? Well, this is it, because no experience is wasted time if only it helps us get better and do better in the future. And failures, which you learn lessons from, are exactly that. This is a place to list everything you've learned this year, and I'm talking both life lessons, like I just mentioned with the failures, but also hard skills that you've learned and that you can use in the future. The thing to keep in mind with this point is to use these lessons wisely in 2023. Number 5, what problems am I facing? It is unavoidable that you will face some problems next year. There will be things that might stop you from accomplishing your goals in 2023. What are those things? What are the problems that you need to tackle in order to become your best self next year? List all the problems that come to your mind, and to every single one of them, think of at least 5 solutions. This is just a brainstorm, but the idea is that you write down on paper might be actually good ones and might help you overcome these problems in the future. Now, remember to also ask yourself, are these some problems that I might be actually facing in 2023, or are they just a project of my imagination and fears? Last but not least, number 6, how should I invest in myself in 2023? This is a question that is so overlooked. You yourself are your most reliable and stable asset, so you should invest in yourself as much as humanly possible. There is nothing worth investing more in than your skills and your growth. Ask yourself, what would benefit you the most if you excelled in it, if you became a master? And how can you do this? An online course, a gym membership, a book, networking events? It really doesn't matter as long as you do not neglect self-development in the next year. And there you go. These are the 6 questions that I ask myself every December to make the next year the best one yet. It is very important to check in with yourself every once in a while and see if you're on the right track. And this is a great way to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, by the way, I think I might have stolen these questions a long time ago from Ran Segal from the Flux Academy. So I'll link him down in the description. Make sure to give him a follow. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.